Yo, welcome back to Shoot the Ship podcast. I'm your co-host Dilly.
I'm your other co-host, Big Mo.
And we're looking mad fresh today.
Woo!
Woo.
I went for the dark theme.
Got the flowers. I think my video's gonna be lagging today, by the way. I apologize, but got the flowers. And you got the black and gold vibes going. Woo!
I don't know even what this called. Yeah, I bought this before quarantine. I'm like, I gotta look nice next time I start going out.
Never goes out again.
And I put it on and never wore it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also, let's see the wrist, man.
Series of events. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a little bracelet, yo.
Ooh, okay, bring it up close. Bring it up close.
It's okay. Yo, I told her I wanted it to be red, black, and white.
She makes it
green. I made you this. I'm like, all right, thanks. I love you. Hey, it is what it is, you know.
You said there was some unfortunate events, and actually started watching a series of unfortunate events recently.
A word.
And even though I started recently, I'm on season 3.
Well, you know what? That is that time right now. I'm pretty sure no one is doing anything but binging shows, or it's that February vibes, man.
Yeah.
Now it's just, procrastinate.
Yep. And I was gonna shout out to a couple of individuals as well. So today, as we're recording this, February 7th is my maternal grandma's birthday. So big shout out, happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday!
Whoop whoop! We had a nice little celebration, or not really. I wasn't there, but I was on FaceTime. Sahana sent a chocolate cake. They had pizza and stuff. Everybody was. It was nice. I FaceTime for a bit. It was a good time. And then yesterday was my paternal grandma's birthday, so they're a day apart in terms of their birthdays. So
that's competition with the grandmas. Yeah, you can't make them. You can't miss anything. You can't miss one birthday and not miss the other.
Yeah, there's a lot of birthdays.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to other grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, that was way worse than I thought it was gonna be. That was disgustingly bad, man.
Was that like a home video or something?
That was, I found a stock footage on YouTube, and that was bad.
I'm sure they appreciate it. They're not hearing this anyways. So.
And speaking of quality, what sounds really quality though?
What might that be?
Our intro.
All right, let's roll it.
Yeah, what up, buddy?
What's up? Welcome back to Shoot the Ship podcast.
No, we're not starting like that. We're gonna start like, yo, welcome back to Shoot the Ship.
Shout out Kelvin.
Hardcore shout out to Laura.
I'm getting married next summer, and we're gonna use Mo's back as the dance floor.
How did you optimize the surface area of your back?
Oh my god, bro.
Hello.
And now I play for who might not tell the difference if I mess up or not.
Is this being aired? I wonder what Pep actually thinks, man. It's like, hey, yo, Shadi, look at this nest I just built.
Try it out, man. Try it out. Want to move in? You can move in. Yeah, don't worry. It ain't nothing getting through that big back.
I don't know about that one. If you improve, listen.
Welcome back to Shoot the Ship with your captains, Dilshan and Mo. Shout out to Calvin.
Shout out Kelvin.
Shout out to Kelvin.
Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Justice. Shout out to the whole Iguazi family. Oh, man. What's good with you, bro? How's everything been?
We were talking about this. I think this is the main thing we've been talking about lately, just how unmotivated we are to do the things we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Motivation is like, it started here?
Yeah.
It's way down there.
Oh, it's negative. Motivate. I don't know where it is, man. And we're like a week behind on schoolwork and stuff. I'm just sitting around like on the couch. We're playing Among Us, which no regrets for the games, by the way. But yeah, gotta make the most out of the daytime.
You know what? Like, what do you make it? I don't know, man. I can't focus. I can't focus on a thing. And I don't think it's just us. I think it's pretty universal, at least for like a lot of folks who are doing a lot of the Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, I have never cared so little before.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I was I'm looking forward to March break.
Me too.
I've been asking when March break is, and we still got more than a month.
We've been asking about March break since Christmas break.
Right, yo, aren't you in MedSoc, bro? Can you lobby for another?
I don't think I have that much
break,
power.
man. Yo, please, man. I voted for you, yo. You're my voice, man.
I know.
No, yo, it's wild though. Yo, what do you think it is? Like, what do you think? You think it's the Zoom? You think it's the weather? What do you think?
I think it's the Zoom. I think it's the weather. I think just the general pandemic things. And I think for the med folks, it's also all these random assignments and stuff we have going on.
Absolutely.
I don't want to make this a complain too much, but man, like some days where I'm like, oh, I finally have time to like either catch up or like take a rest for a second. Like, nope, got this thing due tomorrow. Like even yesterday, I was like, yes, I finally have time to catch up on all this week 57 content. It's like, oh wait, nope, I have ICE questions due on Monday. The clinical reasoning exercise.
Yeah, it's just stuff. It's like, stop, leave me alone, man.
Yeah, let me like let me study like medicine, you know.
That's exactly how I feel, man. I don't want to be on a negative note, but that's how I'm feeling, man. I can't handle it.
Not that the other stuff's not important. It's just I think we're at this point where everything's happening at once and we're just tired.
That's exactly what it is. It's all happening at once, but probably at the lowest period that it could be happening in. Like in the middle of February, where now we're truly in February. Pretty much March at this point. And like we're in the middle of the pandemic, right? Like everything's still shut down. Mm-hmm. I've never seen the streets so empty beside me. It's just, man, I can't do this. I lost all train of thought. My brain just shut down. Like I had thoughts in my head going, and it's just like, nah, stop. Here's the train, and it just derailed. But
I'll make a plan to tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, and I'm gonna catch up on my work. So I wake up in the morning, but then I don't get out of bed. I'm watching videos or whatever, and then next thing you know, it's like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. I get out of bed, depending on the day. I'll go shower, I'll do my business there, and then I'll eat. I'm like, oh, well, I'm eating. You know, I like to watch stuff when I eat. So I'll put something on to watch. And then I'll watch something else afterwards. Or recently with the TV show, I'll watch an episode, and then it's all these like part 1, part 2 episodes. So I have to watch the part 2. So then I watch the part 2. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to start some work. I'll try. I'm so tired. I'll like open another tab, go on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it works. God. And then it's like 6, 7 o'clock, and your boy messages, yo, you want to run some Among Us? And then we're at it till like 2 a.m., 1 a.m.
Yeah. It's so fun, man. Dude.
Yeah, man.
Among Us is amazing.
Yo, Among Us is fire. I don't know. I'm not getting tired of it, but I have to stop it. I have to turn it down, man. I have to stop. The last series of games that we had was just a lot of fun. Been watching for the past couple days. All I've been doing is binge watching movies and Among Us. Like that's all I've been doing.
Hit us with the titles. Give us a rundown.
Movie of the week. I'm gonna give it to 2. Enemy. It was a 2013 movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. Great movie. It's about Jake Gyllenhaal and his Jake Gyllenhaal doppelganger. And you just watch the mishaps of his life. But it's one of those movies that really make you think.
Okay.
Like you watch it, if you're not really paying attention or you don't care for the like symbolism of things, the movie's gonna seem stupid.
Okay.
But when you catch it, it's pretty dope. And then the other one was Side Effects, which is a movie about a psychiatrist and a patient who's depressed. And something bad really happens. And then we follow through. And it took a couple twists and turns that was really surprising and really satisfying to see. So those are my spoiler-free top 2 movies. If you guys gotta watch a movie, highly recommend.
Right. Yeah, I haven't been
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
movies lately. I just haven't been in the mood
Yeah.
for movies. Even though I think, in terms of time, I think a movie would actually be better to watch because then I get through the whole story in one go, and then after I'll
Yeah.
feel complete. With TV show, like there's more binge ability to it.
Oh yeah, and waste so many hours.
Yeah, because even though the episodes are shorter, like,
And-
I keep going and going and going and going.
And then you get the post-show depression, where once you've gotten yourself like into that world, immersed into that world, you know the characters are like your buddies at this point. That when it's over,
Yeah,
it's over, and then you're like, no man, I don't know what to do with myself now.
yeah,
And you're sad, and
yeah. No, I feel that. And there's a show I put Sahana on called Schitt's Creek, and I think even still she hasn't finished the final episode because she doesn't want it to end. So she just has like one episode left and it's just chilling there.
how do you do that?
I don't know. I
Good
can't.
on her, bro.
but-
Yeah, but yo,
I think it's the same idea. She doesn't want to like just for the story to end and feel that like post show like low, I guess.
yeah. Man, I've had shows and stuff where like I never got to see the last like season or something, and the show just kind of always ended on a for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a I can't do and like a flat tire or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, but there is something that's really been taking up my time lately,
What?
and it's this bad boy right here.
Oh, Oculus.
My VR headset, my Oculus, and I got Half-Life. If any of you guys ever played Half-Life, and I'm not talking about Half-Life Alex, the new one. I'm talking about Half-Life old school. It's an old school game, one of the oldest 3D FPSs, first-person
Never heard of
shooters. It's I wish I could share it with you, but it was a revolutionary game for its time. Like it's old, like everything's in triangles.
How old is it?
It's good. I think it came out in 1998 or something like that. Maybe
I
2000.
saw this video on YouTube unrelated to games, but it was this video from 1974, and this guy telling this dad and his kid like, you know, someday in the year 2001, there's gonna be computers that are gonna be able to fit onto a desk, shit like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And you know, calculators, like teachers would tell us, calculators will, well, you won't be able to have a calculator in your pocket everywhere you go, so you should know how to calculate things. Well,
yeah.
we have the whole knowledge of the world in our pocket.
Yeah.
You know, it's wild. Times have changed.
That cute memory for me, not unrelated, not really a memory, but I remember in school they'd always not like they wouldn't want us to chew gum, and then I remember in grade 8 they would kind of threaten us a little bit, like, you know, when you go to high school and if you get caught chewing gum there, oh, like they're not gonna be as nice as we are about it. Go to high school, no one gives a fuck.
I got
No
that
one
same
gives a
threat. Yeah.
fuck. What is that? Like, no one cares.
No, nobody gives a crap.
There's like one or two teachers
I
who
don't
are like, no, put your gum away, but like no one else actually like cared anything.
Yeah. Yo, I totally, like, we learned that. But you know what, man, I get it, because people would always chew their gum and they'd always put it in the bottom of the chairs or like tables and whatnot. And then my stupid ass, you know, I play with stuff with my hands.
Yeah,
I'll end up playing with it all day.
Yeah,
It's so nasty, man.
I've definitely wait. You played with it, or you just like touch it by accident?
Well, like I touch it by accident, but then if I don't like mentally think about what I'm doing, I'll end up playing with it for a while. Sometimes you get the crumbly ones.
You get a fresh.
Sometimes you get the soft ones.
Ugh. No, that's disgusting. I've touched.
It's
I've
so
touched before.
nasty.
I've touched it before by accident, but I
Yeah.
think I'd rather actually. I'll pose a question to you. Would you rather touch a piece of gum that like somebody else chewed or under the desk or whatever, or would you rather step on gum like with your shoe, like a fresh
No,
piece
touch
of
it
gum?
anytime. Touch it. Because I like touching it. So what? I touched it. I wash my hands. Right? It doesn't stick to my hands. It doesn't affect the way I move around. Stepping on a piece of gum fucks up the bottom of your shoe. First of all. Second of all, for a while you're feeling every single step you're taking. You feel like, what is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like this
How
residual
about you?
stick. No, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Like you step on it and you pull it and you see like the initial like big pull of gum, and then you'll even when you get it off, you scrape it off. There's still that residual little bit, and you feel it. You step like
I'll be honest. I'd rather chew the gum that was underneath the table as opposed to stepping on it.
I haven't thought about that one. I don't know about that one, but
yeah, it could still taste a little minty fresh, you know.
You don't know whose mouth's been chewing that gum though.
And I don't know whose mouth has it. So
I guess. All right.
bad logic.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, what I actually wanted to tell you about today was Sahana had a dream a while back. Both of us were in this dream. And I wanted
PG?
to get your reaction to it. Yes, of course. So we're all on the TTCs, me, you, and actually Andrew Legs. We're all on the TTC, just like talking or whatever. And then for whatever reason, like I'm getting off at this one stop, but no one else is.
Mm-hmm.
Which I also find is weird, by the way. In her dreams, a lot of the times I'm always like leaving somewhere before stuff happens.
Okay.
So yeah, I get off the subway and then to keep going, and then as soon as I get off the subway, you and Andrew demeanor completely changes, and then you're basically like, like it was all friendly and stuff, and then your demeanor completely like changes to like stone cold, and you and him are trying to kidnap her basically, and like take her to the police station. So
wait, why are we taking her to the police station?
I don't know. Like you're basically trying to like kidnap her, like take her away to the police station.
Okay.
That's the dream. That's basically it.
All right. Well, now here I got bare questions here.
Me too.
So who's it? Okay. So in the subway, it's you, me, Andrew, and Sahana.
Yeah.
You head off. Yeah. So we're all having good times, good laughs.
Yep.
So until you leave.
Yep.
So you are her protector, and we are your friends in this dream.
Mm-hmm.
And we feel the need to kidnap her, so there is a sense of put my hands out here. There is a sense of adverse I can't even remember what to say, bro. Challenge.
Can you say that one
discomfort. Adversary. Advisory.
Adversity.
I can't remember words. Today is not the day. My mind's not working. Hey, first of all, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you motherfrickers, if you're listening on this podcast and you're like, yo, this motherfricker doesn't know words, listen, I know a whole nother language. What do you know? Okay?
I can say adversity.
I'll say it with an accent, adversity. Like, I don't care. But I barely know the other language too. I'm can't get over myself here. But gotta get over myself. But what's it called? All right, so there's a sense of uncomfort, probably because I killed her too many times on Among Us. Now the real point is though, what kind of kidnappers kidnap a person to take him to the police station? Are we the bad people, or is she hiding something?
I have no clue, bro. I have no idea. And also, like, I always tell her to, like, I want to, like, you know, obviously I'm a protector and stuff, like you were saying. Oh god, my video. Do you see that leg?
Oh, you froze.
Oh god, dude, this is gonna be such a fucking mess, bro.
It's gonna be wild, bro.
I'm literally stop motion right now. I'm like a stop motion video.
It's all good, bro. But yeah,
I'm supposed to be a protector, but in not just this dream, like other dreams too. There's always some reason that I'm not there when the danger happens.
Well, it turns out that you're not there for her.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
have you ever, you ever abandoned her?
No. It's quite the opposite. I'm probably like extra vigilant, or try to be. I try to be.
Does she ever feel like you abandoned her?
I don't think so.
Okay. Now the question is, you're protecting her from us. Are we taking her away from you?
I don't know. This whole dream analysis, man.
What color was the stage?
How fast is the subway moving?
Was there characters on the subway other than us?
That's all the information I have. I think that's all she remembers too. That's so strange.
Okay. Well, it sounds like she has GERD.
Yeah, based on the HPI, I would agree. I concur.
Yeah, welcome to Junior Doctor right here.
Doctor, I'm seeing things. Just take some Tums, bro.
The voices are back. Oh! Well, are you taking any supplements? Do you have any allergies?
What was that? What
that was Justice, man. That was one of the funniest things.
What was
we were
this?
practicing Ample F. I pretended to be a... That was MSK. I was pretending to be a patient. Yo, Justice, man.
The doctor, Doctor, I'm in so much pain right now, man. I'm in so much pain. Oh.
And then...
Any allergy?
Oh, wait, you were acting. Yeah, you were acting it.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Let's reenact it.
All right. I'll be Justice. You want to be the patient again?
Yeah, so I'm the patient. I'll be the patient.
Okay.
Doctor.
Where's my glasses? I gotta channel it. Okay.
Doctor, my arm, it's been hurting me really, really bad. Like, I don't know. It's just I'm in so much pain.
Oh no. I know you looked at his book. Do you have... I can't do this. Do you have any allergies? And then we just sat there, we looked at each other, and we just kept going. We looked at Justice. Justice died.
Oh, he still bring it up today. And this was months ago.
That's when you get... That was his first... That was the Ample F allergies and Ample F.
It's literally that meme. Have you seen that? It's like, okay, anyway. Have you seen that one?
No, but I have a feeling I've seen memes like that. Oh man. God. No, it's hard though because we're following like a rigid step. Like it's not rigid, but because we're learning.
Yeah. We're
thinking in that process, which, like, I know it's easy to complain about, to be like, man, that's not reality. Well, obviously that's not reality, but it's the ABCs that we're learning, and that's you memorize A, B, C, D, E until after a while you know how to make the words, right?
Yeah.
So once we get now, after all this time with OPQRST, like I think that just comes naturally now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I keep forgetting ROS, but I gotta do that. It's key.
What's ROS?
Review system.
Oh yes, yeah. I was like ROS, but I'm like OPQROST. Yeah.
Some hidden letters. Imagine second year they're like, so you guys learned OPQRST. Well, guess what? There's W, X, Y, and Z.
Yo, I want to throw back to chem. That's exactly what kept happening in chem every single year. Be like, oh yeah, you remember that model that you learned?
It was wrong.
That's all wrong.
I hate that shit.
Oh, that's wrong. All right, and then we're like, okay, cool. All right, we're learning a new model. Hey, you remember that model? That model's wrong too. It's like, chill, bro. It's like, all right, you remember that model you also learned that year? Well, it's kind of right, and that model's also kind of right. So learn them both and use them both. And it's like, but they're both not fully right. It's like, what the hell are we supposed to use, man?
Yeah, dude. I know you're a chemistry guy, but I hated general chemistry in undergrad.
Yeah, okay.
Not hated,
Gen
but
Chem did suck though.
It was just annoying.
No, but Gen Chem sucked. Like actually, it's not like the rest of chemistry. It sucked.
Yeah,
that was trash, man.
I hated
just
going to
sitting there
labs
doing
too.
stoic.
Oh, stoic.
Nope.
Every time I hear stoic, I just think of like a Boston. Like, hey, you doing the stoichiometry?
You just offended our two Boston fans.
Yes. Coming over here, we do some math, we do some stoic.
Yeah. Yo, that's not bad, bro. Yo, actually,
come
speaking
talk
of
to me
Boston.
about stoic.
Yo, speaking. No, yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do a boss accent. I can't do it, yo.
Sick attempt.
All right, yo, ready?
Yeah.
Yo, what are you talking about over here? No, that's New Yorker, and even then, that's wrong. Joey, I'm trying to do Bill Burr. Is he Boston? Yeah, he's Boston. I'm trying to do Bill Burr.
All right, channel that.
I can't do it, bro. Yo, I can't. All right. Hey, what is he talking? I can't do it, bro. It's such a waste of time. Oh man. Yo, I wanted to say this earlier, but yo, 2021 has been an absolute wild year, and it hasn't stopped since 2020. It hasn't stopped. Nothing stopped.
This is the after party of 2020.
After party, yeah. You know what? It might be the after party, and I hope it's not as crazy as the after parties that usually happen. Because like, yo, it's non-stop. Like, all right, let's just recount 2020 real quick. We had Corona.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't even start off the year with Corona, bro. We started 2020 off. Was that 2020 or 2021? I don't even remember anymore. But we started the year off with World War III.
When was that?
Fear of World War III. Remember the bombing in Iran that killed the Iranian general?
Oh.
Or something like that, right? And then there was so much happening in 2020 at that time that like it's all starting to turn into a fuzz, and each individual thing would have been a big thing in and of itself, right? But eventually it came down to Corona, and that just kept
and everything else
going.
is down on the wayside. I think like it was kind of Corona became
Right?
the spotlight.
Right. So, afterwards this year we thought, all right, cool, we're gonna be off, and you know we're gonna. Oh no! Also in last year, aside from World War III, then it was that huge wildfire in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also those like locusts and whatnot in the Eastern Africa and the Middle Eastern in Middle Eastern Peninsula there. And then Corona, and it was just Corona all the way through and through, right? But in between that, we had the BLM, Black Lives Movement, but then all the rioting and all the looting and the defund the police, and I think some places even like I think Seattle has some like straight up regions that were completely taken up by rioters and whatnot. So there was like, I don't know, it was a free. I don't know what's going on. And then all right, and then all right. So now we head on our way. We're like, you know what? The president election is over, and now, you know, it's gonna be Trump leaving office, and we thought that's it. Well, you know, there was fear of that whole civil war and whatnot in the U.S. But nah, on his last days, I don't understand the whole Trump. You know, Trump's been pretty related to all that instigation of the riot on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Completely bungled his last days. Whatever you want to say about Trump, but that last, even it, like, support the guy or not, that's just, in my opinion, that was too much. All right? Like, come on, man. It's your last days. Just peace. Just peace out and take the frickin' what is it? When you pension. You're done. Right? Nah, man, homie just decided to go down the worst path. And now he's facing the trials again. I can't even remember words today, but impeachment trials that'll eventually come down, or at least they're planning to do it. Mm-hmm. But then, okay, you think that's gonna be over?
Yeah.
Right? You think that'll be it? Nah. GameStop. GameStop comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, what's this GameStop stuff?
GameStop and Wall Street bets. Have you been listening to, watching it all, paying attention?
No.
All right, listen. I'm gonna give you a preface. I don't know shit about shit.
Non-educational.
I ain't got money. Facebook, who you've said on our claims are
Oh yeah, what the hell is that?
have been assessing us as like partially false or whatever. Obviously, man, we're not a news show.
Literally talking about like cucumbers and shit. And they're like, "Oh, it's not correct."
Bro, yo, this podcast is like the epitome of shower thoughts, but in conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, what were you saying about GameStop?
But so GameStop, if you haven't been hearing, and a lot of people have, it's been all over the place, right? So if you've heard of it, awesome. If you haven't, well, this is GameStop. So GameStop, it's one of those stores that you go out to buy video games, consoles, like cards and whatnot, right? It's a place to hang out, play video games, right? Mm-hmm. You ever heard of EB Games in the mall?
Yeah,
in malls and whatnot around here. It's pretty much like that.
Okay.
Right? It's equivalent in the States. And I think EB Games is in the States too, but I don't know. Right? But with people, first of all, Corona, and then over time, people not buying their games in person, right?
Yeah.
People have been less and less going to GameStop, and as a result, the company's just been dropping faster and faster. And then on top of that, for the longest time, GameStop has had some horrible reputations with how it treats its employees, and even its customers, in terms of, you want to buy, like, I used to buy a game full price, $60, let's say, but then I want to sell that game back, they'll give me like $3.
Yeah, what the heck?
And then they sell it again for $50.
That's crazy.
Full profit, right? It's wild. So with Kijiji, Craigslist, whatever you have, Facebook Marketplace, now you can sell games for way more, right? No middleman in the middle. Get rid of that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just been, declining. And it's been so much easier to just buy your games online.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And then they haven't really stepped up the game by adding anything really online or made it that easy for us. So at least the equivalence here, and it's just, been dwindling. Now, with that said, it's essentially a company that's spinning around the drain hole before it shuts down. So as it dwindles, its stock price is dwindling too. Okay. Some hedge fund companies saw this as an opportunity to make money, and a lot of money. So they essentially would buy stocks, or not buy stocks, sorry. They would go to people who own stocks, right? They'd make a deal in that to borrow their stock.
Okay.
So the person would benefit by letting them borrow the stock, because they'd be paying a certain amount each, for the period that they hold on to it. So they're essentially making a little bit of a commission on something they already own, right? Mm-hmm. Now these companies bought so much, right? These hedge fund companies bought so much that or not bought so much, but borrowed so much. The idea is they borrow it and they expect that the price will continue to go down. So let's say they borrowed it for $10. When it comes down to $5, so they'll sell it at $10 immediately. Then when it comes time that they have to return the stock, let's say it's gone down to $5, they buy the same amount but in $5. So essentially, they're paying for half of what they sold it for.
Okay.
There's way better ways of saying it than the way I said it, but essentially they're making money by buying it cheaper, so returning a cheaper version.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think so. I have to think about it.
So okay. So they're making money on the value going down, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, imagine right now you gave me $10, or you gave me a cup worth $10.
Okay.
I said, let me borrow that cup from you. You give me the cup, I sell it for $10.
Okay.
But a week later, this cup only costs $2.
Okay.
I have to return the cup to you. I'll go buy that cup for $2 and give it back to you. I've now made $8. Does that make sense? And you still got your cup back.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the analogy there. So that's the goal. It's risky though, because what happens is, let's say they buy all these, and then the stock price goes up.
Yeah.
I still got to return the cup to you.
Yeah.
So if I sold that cup for, say, $10, and now the cup's worth $20, I lost $10.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the setup. So now, the nitty gritty here about what's happening next, I don't know that well, so there could be some mistakes in the way I say it, and there might be some things I've omitted. But generally, the big picture is that these companies bought a good chunk, hoping that this company would drop, and they do their best actually to share news that's making the company look bad, so people would sell off and the value goes down. Essentially, the company's dying faster.
Okay.
Right? You know how it's swimming down the hole, as we said? It's like the company's going down the drain.
Okay.
Well, now it's making it a little bit faster. So that's not even good to the people that they're borrowing from, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a group of folks on Reddit named Wall Street Bets that saw this or got wind of this and said, "Yo, fuck that noise. Forget these hedge fund folks. Get the hell out of here. This is a place where we can hit them and hit them hard."
Yeah.
So they grouped together and just bought shares.
Okay.
Or bought stocks or whatever. And that increased the value and increased the value and increased the value and increased the value. So I think at the time when it started happening, let me get the stock out for you. I think at the time when it started happening, I think initially it was somewhere in between that $10, $20 range per share. Right? Maybe even a little higher. Okay?
All right.
And then in a short period of time, boop, it went all the way up to a maximum of, it says 350 here, but I've been hearing about 400 before too, per share. So from $20, let's just say, to $400 per share. That's insane.
Yeah.
Right? What is that? Right? 2,000%? Is that 2,000%? I can't do math.
I can't do
right?
it.
But, so the amount that they borrow. So what happens essentially is when they are buying, right, the values go up, and this forces people, and then people start buying in, so the value keeps going up, and then something happens amongst the stock. There's it's called a short squeeze. I don't know the exact what's happening here, but it's essentially squeezed those hedge funds, and it even accelerated further. There's some a nuance there. Check that out. All right.
Okay.
But the gist of it is that the value just shot up, poof, through the roof. And this was GameStop. This happened with AMC and a couple others as well. Mm-hmm. So that's what's been really popping off lately. So these hedge funds have been losing billions.
Ooh.
I think the last thing I saw was 8-point-something billion.
Wow.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
And that's just a big FU to those to the hedge funds, to the the big wigs, the the Wall Street guys, right? Yeah. And it essentially was just a bunch of Redditors that just got together and did it, right?
Yeah.
And the best part about the Reddit is just a flagrant Reddit. Like they say whatever they want to say. It's just a bunch of chads, right?
Yeah.
So they would keep holding, and as the value would go up, and then something would and then Robinhood, which is one of the apps that they use to buy GameStop.
Okay.
Folks, Robinhood, which is called Robinhood, so taking from the rich and giving to the poor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their motto. But I probably felt pressure from the Wall Street guys, right, who are losing so much money and so trying to stop this. They actually completely blocked people from being able to buy any more GameStop shares, but you could still sell it.
Oh.
So there's some nasty little tricks happening.
Dang.
And then you can see certain people siding for a hedge fund and saying, well, you should sell the shares. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your money. And people like holding down even harder, like, F you, we're holding even stronger, right? Some people made mad profit, but a lot of people held, which is the crazy part. Because some people, if they put in, they made millions, and they said, nah, we're holding, right? So with that said, Robinhood knows when they did something wrong when everybody bans against Robinhood. You got AOC, Ted Cruz, whoever else. There's so many more, right?
Yeah.
And all different Facebook. You got all different parts of the spectrum that's just like, nah, man, it's not right, not cool.
Yeah.
Instant lawsuit on that company. And then so it's I don't know. It's craziness for this like past week, but it was one of the one things that was nice to see. It was like, yeah, I get a punch up to those hedge funds.
Yeah, you don't see that too often with the big cats getting screwed over.
Right? And it was like a little bit of a thing, from the people.
Yeah.
And it really exposed some really shadiness, and really they've been doing that themselves forever. So they've been trying to, with Robinhood shutting things down, that's just showing the exact showing how rigged it is.
Yeah, that's what scares me about that whole world. There's so much I don't know, and just all these little dirty tricks and things happening within it too. It's terrifying.
Yeah. I probably butchered that story, so you might want to double check your facts on that. But that is the TLDR of it.
Yeah. Question for you.
TLDR. Yeah, what's that?
So let's say you're one of these Reddit folks and you bought GameStop and the value's going up and all that. Would you hold or would you sell?
Well, why did I join in the first place? Did I join in because I can see the market going up, or did I join in as a warrior who wants to go to the moon and beyond the moon? Because I didn't even buy it in the first place, I doubt that I'd be one of those guys holding so strong. If I can make 11 million, I may. But you never know. You could. I might have been straight up got caught up in the ride.
Yeah.
And then also the idea is you're thinking it might get up to 1,000. They're trying to break to 1,000 as opposed to 400.
Wow.
I think it's dwindled back down to 90 or 80 or 60 or something like that now. But would I have sold? Again, it depends on my intentions going in. But if it's based off who I am right now, honestly, I would have been like, hey, y'all keep moving, y'all keep going, y'all keep fight the power, yo, fight the power. I gotta feed my family.
Goes back to that topic we talked about last time about, do you want to? Actually, no, it's not related at all. It just made me think about the do you want to be the hero? That sort of idea. How we were talking about, do you want to be the hero and not recognized, or you want to be recognized as a hero but not do something
and there's a lot of trust you have to put into people, but to be honest, that's what you have to do in order to have things move, right? But honestly, in this thing, depends. If it's me as I am as a student, I'd do it. I'd cash out, honestly, for real.
Yeah.
But if it was me down the road who's stable income, I think I might stick it out.
Yeah.
Unless it's that much money, then you never know.
then what if it goes down again? You get fucked.
Well, absolutely, but that's the point. That you're going to war on that one.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're actually legit going to war. They're going to take losses. You're going to take losses. That's the point.
Yeah. And
a lot of people that hopped on late though, that's straight gambling. What they're doing.
Yeah.
If they're going in to make money, that's just pure gambling. Because this was just a crapshoot, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know enough about stocks or anything like that to even take a gamble like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, my laptop's at 5%. I'm just gonna grab my charger.
Oh shoot! Okay. Yeah, but for real, for folks at home, if you were in that scenario, what would you have done? Would you have sold or would you have not? Because for real, it's it's some wild, right? Look at that! Look at that booty! Look at that booty! But what was I gonna say? Nah, man, it's some wild. The thing is that got me thinking. Going along this is, if people were able to do this through Reddit, what stops people from doing this again, over and over, right? Can't you just run up a value of a company anyways by just saying make it a bubble? Just say, hey, this company, let's all just invest in it and all put our money in it. Can people just not constantly be making money that way? You can take some hits on it, you can fail, but You can artificially inflate, can't you? What's to stop that? If someone knows this stuff, please tell me, because one day I will be getting into this and I want to know. But on that news, I don't know who's been investing in coins.
Yep.
And I don't really pay attention to currency, cryptos, because I'm not invested, and I don't have the money to invest. But if you want to help me out, invest, yo. Hit us up on Shoot the Ship. Send an e-transfer to our Gmail.
Our Gmail, shoottheshippodcast@gmail.com. At Shoot the Ship on Instagram and Facebook. And YouTube links are always out there as well. Cool.
Yeah. But whoever's investing, this is the time is calling. And the way I know is from graphics cards. I can always tell when graphics cards are getting all bought up, then the crypto world is going off. And right now, Ethereum has blown up from what I've seen.
How much?
Big jump. Well, let me look at these Ether. Let me see. Ethereum. So, give me a second here. So how much has it changed in this past? The last kind of low I see has happened. Let's say like between the 2019 to 2020. It's been between the 100 to 200 to 100 to 400 range. Right now it's $2,000 or 2,000. One Ether is $2,000 Canadian. Before it was 100 to 400. So that's a huge jump too.
Yeah.
So if people put mad money in there, you get mad money back out if you're selling. But it could be still rising, because every time I see it actually has generally been going up. So this makes me feel like I'm missing out. But I will say I will never jump into something like this out of FOMO, out of fear of missing out.
Yeah, I want to consult somebody who knows what they're doing.
Right. And I got money for this, man. Like, I will not be investing money that I do not own on this kind of thing. That's a
yeah. I think there's some people who use their LOC, which that's scary to me.
It is. You know, you can bank out of it. Like, if you knew, honestly, looking back, if we just put our money into Zoom a while back, and we knew Zoom was being used, like, we knew it was the thing being used by our university, so we knew it should have been blowing up too.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. I think that's one of my boundaries. That's one of my my lines.
Yeah, I never want to be too risky with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
People will say like big risk, big reward, or like, no, not right now.
Yeah. But some of the funniest I've seen out of that whole week was like Blockbuster tweeting, "Hey, Reddit, where y'all at?" Random companies. I think BlackBerry got it.
Are they still around, Blockbuster?
Blockbuster? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know, I remember walking around those aisles, not in Blockbuster, but there was a couple others. Blockbuster. Do you have you ever seen Jumbo Video?
Can't remember. Maybe.
And then Rogers. I'd usually rent from Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
There's one remaining location.
Okay.
Yo, in 2004 they had 84,000 employees.
Mm-hmm.
In 2010, so 11 years ago, they had 25,000.
Okay.
In 2019, they have 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And their last location is in Oregon. Yeah. That's my little news segment of the episode.
And to Dilly with the weather. It's still cold as fuck.
And as you see, it's still pretty shit outside.
Back to you.
Man. Yo, actually, when I was a kid, there was a period of time when I used to, like, when I was sick and I couldn't go to school.
When you were skipping
I fell. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, I got me. Look where I am, right? But there was a period of time where there was nothing to watch. Like those days you skip, it's not like there's anything on TV. They're not going to play Pokemon. They're not going to play the good stuff.
Yeah.
So I would watch the Weather Network. And I loved that shit.
Really?
I'd be watching that 14-day trend. I'd be seeing the wild weather clips. I'd be seeing like, yo, this winter, blah, blah, blah. Yo, fire. And I memorized the music. I made a little dance to it.
Oh my god.
It actually became my favorite channel for a period of like 6 months till I realized it was summer and they're still playing the exact same winter clips and winter stories.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, oh, this is trash.
So when people would talk about, you know how weather's like the stereotypical awkward, like, so how's the weather? Did you get really excited when people would say that?
Oh, I got all hot and bothered, bro.
Ooh.
I put my stock in the Weather Network. I'm
That's so
gonna
dorky.
diversify my portfolio. I'm gonna put it into CP24 and the Weather Network.
So you got your weather expert and a rapper in the future.
Oh, hey, we got the clouds coming on the way. It's gonna be a good old rainy day. Hey, drop the money, make it rain,
Hey.
make it wet, make it slip, make it slide, make it dip, make it drip.
Don't rush. No touch.
Don't touch.
I love my daddy.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I have r/shower thoughts open here,
Okay.
and
Which I got a couple shower thoughts for you later, by the way.
all right. So this one is just a statement. I want to get your thoughts on it. The real
Absolutely.
sixth sense is knowing your kids are up to devious things as soon as you detect silence.
All right.
That's all it says. That's all she wrote.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a post.
That's it.
I'll be real with you, man. I don't have kids, so
But you will have kids.
one day. But I will say my brother is pretty good with that. Actually, with my nephew.
Yeah.
We'll be all sitting. He'll be sitting there. He'll be like, I look at him like, what? Are they back? And he'll be like, I'll be like, yeah, I gotta go. And he goes, he found that he was crying. I'm like, yo, how did you hear that? This is like, that is, yo, that's amazing. It's an
Yeah.
ability, bro.
It is superpower.
Yeah.
Definitely a
I have a
parent
shower
thing,
thought
though.
for you.
All right.
Got a shower thought for you. So I was actually, it wasn't so much. It was actually while we were watching a movie, and I was just really sitting there and sitting in my boxers.
All right.
And then I was like, yo, I wonder how. So I was thinking about a little bit about professionalism because I was watching the movie Side Effects, and it was a psychiatrist and the way he was dressing up, and I noticed he changed his dressing a little more, like his chest, his clothes kind of changed later, and that got me thinking. How I view myself is completely different from how my wife views me, which is also completely different from how you view me, which is also very different from how generally the world sees me. Does that make sense?
Like literally or figuratively?
No, even literally at this point.
All right.
Right? Because like I see myself as myself, right? Right now, I'm legit. I see what's happening below this screen as an example. You don't know what I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be wearing anything. But in your head, you're probably thinking, okay, he's wearing pants or whatever, right?
Okay.
Because that's how you've always seen me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You only see me speaking English or whatever. So you see me a certain way. So now that got me thinking about the whole public image and whatnot. And professionalism as a result of it. The person that you see, is that still the same person as I see myself as? Are we the same? Or are you just seeing edge of that personality? Hit the weed and start thinking.
It's a good question. I feel like we can't. I feel that's difficult to answer because you don't know how I see you, and I don't know how you see yourself. And I could try to explain, but I don't think you can communicate that fully.
And that's the other part. You can't communicate it. Because I was thinking, I'm like, man, remember that, what did I send you the other day? Something about, would you rather be in a room with people who complain or people who brag all the time? Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, that's a great question. I want to ask you that.
That is, yeah.
Right? And then I was thinking, I'm like, oh, Justice probably thinks I'm both. Right? But I was thinking, I'm like, honestly, a lot of times I feel like I'm actually just kind of, I'm cool with what's happening. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just seeing the side of me that complains more.
Yeah.
And then with terms of the brag, I'm just playing around. You know that very well. Right? That's just like, it's the way I am. I like to joke around. It's like trash talking in sports. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
But to some people, I think that's how I probably genuinely just seem like really cocky or overconfident or whatever.
Yep.
So I'm really curious. So with that said, is there anything that has ever caught you off guard about how people thought you were when they told you? Like, for example, Mona was telling me a story where she's like, yeah, I was really off guard when, like, her friends told her, yeah, at first they didn't like her when they first met, a couple times they met her, because they thought she was uptight and, like, not uptight, but saw herself as, like, nose to the sky. Thought she was full of herself. Why? Because, you know, she's just she wasn't the one that, like, would say hi to people she really didn't know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when they got to know her, she's like, oh no, you're just a shy person. Right? And she's like, yeah, I wasn't thinking, I just didn't know you, so I didn't think of anything about that. I didn't.
Yeah.
She's like, but if I look at that now, I think about how I present that, because I don't want to look like that. I'm like, oh, so you look like a totally different person in that regard. You were a totally different person.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You sit there, you smell your own farts and shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. Apart from there's one time in grade school, this guy thought I was Somali. I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, you really see me as that?
No. Yeah, that guy's confused.
Like, what the?
Like, I probably saw one Somali person that kind of looked like you in their whole life, and they're like, yeah, that's it. You're Somali.
And then now I have to think about how I present myself, so I don't. Okay.
See, I think I kind of see you in your home clothes often enough, shorts and stuff. So I've seen kind of the home Dilly.
Mm-hmm.
There's some folks I've never seen the home Dilly.
Yeah. But I can't think of like personality things like that people saw differently in me. I think sometimes people think I'm extroverted. Not often, because I think I generally give off introvert vibes, but every now and then there will be somebody who thinks I'm extroverted, probably because like the podcast and stuff. But I've had that before.
I remember how yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, on my very first date with Sahana, like the first time I met her, I didn't internally feel like super shy when I first saw her, but then she told me, like, we talked about it later on, and she's like, oh, it was so cute, you were like so shy. I'm like, what? I don't remember feeling that shy. Was I like really giving off, like, was I that shy, really?
Like,
yeah, you're just like really shy. And, like, but I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that shy.
Yeah.
If anything, I thought I was like, yo, I'm keeping my composure right now, you know?
Yeah.
As I go into stop
motion.
motion.
Dang, bro. I see you've been stop motioning, yo.
Oh my God.
There's a whole new Dilly I'm seeing. I've never seen this this animated Dilly.
Yeah, so I guess that's an example of that, right? Where she thought she saw me one way, I saw myself a different way.
The first time I saw you two, you physically in my head look different than what you look like now. That makes sense. It's kind of like if you ever walk. It's kind of like if you ever walk. No, but I think like if I go back in time and I see you with the knowledge of you that I have now, I don't think you'd look different. But it's because it's the first times I saw you, I have a different person. I don't know. I had a different Dilly in my head. It's a different Dilshan to me.
Yeah, I did look very different when I met you.
Yeah, well, you did have the haircut. The haircut looked fresh.
Yeah, that's my favorite hair, I think.
That was a really good haircut. You were darker. you were tan, bro. You were tanned.
Yeah. Going back to my roots. No.
Your Somali roots, but what was I gonna say? No, it's kind of like if you enter a building for the first time that you entered the building and you don't know what's around the corner, the building looks very different from the first time because you have no clue what's behind each corner.
Yeah.
Until you like now know what the building looks like, the building actually starts to take shape in your head, and you have a different view of the building as a result. I find, like the whole I don't know, it's weird, it's wild, man.
Yeah. No,
I think one thing
that gets at how we kind of show different aspects of ourselves in different situations and contexts, and yeah, it's hard. I feel like there's very few people who can be like 100% like their core self in every situation. And does a core essence of a person even exist? Like, or are we just
no? I think that's almost impossible, man.
Yeah, like I feel like we're just the culmination of many different different micro personalities or whatever that are expressed in different ways in different contexts. Even day to day with the same people, I think is different.
You hear this?
Yep.
Imagine that. I've been doing this thing where I set up an alarm to go to sleep because I'm trying to get back on track. But no, I feel
at 9 o'clock.
No, I'm trying to set up a schedule where I start waking up early and sleeping early. I want to set up like a nice healthy routine of 8 o'clock go to bed or hang out with Mona, and 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, no more electronics, and then wake up at 6.
Yeah, good luck.
No, for real. Because and I don't think you can ever really be that, right? Because I see myself in a shower naked, like,
yeah,
you know, only whatever number of people has ever seen me like that, right? And because you don't see me like that, or for example, my mother probably sees me as a walking, talking baby.
Yeah.
I swear to God, she probably just sees me as that kid in a diaper back in the day.
The baby back.
But that can talk now.
Yeah.
Baby back ribs, you know?
Yeah. No, it's interesting. And then to get on like a serious note, I think a lot of like imposter syndrome stuff and like body image stuff, like those types of things, which I've experienced. I don't know if you have ever, but I've felt a little bit of that too, like body image things. And
what do you mean about it?
Like, you know, like overweight a little bit. So when I was less so now, I still feel it now, but like more so when I was younger and like kind of the bigger kid. There's a lot of like body image stuff around like, oh, I'm so like fat and whatnot. But I think this concept comes up around how differences between how you see yourself and how other people see you. Because when people saw me, my friends see me or whatever, their first thought isn't like, oh, look at this fat, like gross kid, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is the you know, quiet, funny, like it's my like smart, whatever. Like these, like that's not the primary thing, right? But in my head, I was like, oh, they're seeing this like belly, like even in I was so insecure at swimming lessons, bro. Yeah. So like, you take off your shirt, and like there is like obviously co-ed swimming classes when you're a kid, so I was like, oh my god, like all these girls are like seeing me, like oh shit. Yeah.
No, I feel you, bro. Look, come on, man.
But I embrace it, man.
Big Mo, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I totally understand where you come from. You know what? That's good that you embrace that.
Sahana helped a lot with that.
Because you know,
body image.
Yeah, and I never think that. I think that you just Dilly to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I get that exact feeling all the time now, especially because I've gained a lot of weight since past couple of years, essentially. But yeah, I remember as a kid, when I was a little kid, I was a chubby little kid. Okay. But I remember I didn't really pay mind to that as a kid. Does that make sense? Like I was oblivious to it, and that's blissful. And I remember when I was in grade 6 on the camping trip, out in Camp Wahanoan. It was a grade 6 like graduating trip, and I remember one time we were playing volleyball, and the guys took off their shirts and whatever. I took off my shirt too, right? But I actually remember I remember the girls were like, "No, you put your shirt back on, you." Right?
Oh, kids are vicious, man.
I was pissed, but I was like, no, I'm not putting my shirt back on. I'm playing like this. It's hot.
Yes.
And I still didn't care. No, at the time I didn't care. It just never, like the concept of self-image didn't matter to me at that time.
This is good, man.
No, at that time though, but it affected. It definitely had an effect on me, I think. Because even when I lost weight, so ever since like afterwards, middle school, and when you start getting your body image in your head, and you seeing yourself a certain way.
Yeah.
Even when I lost weight, I still always felt fat.
Yeah, same.
So when I was athletic, I had my lines on the side here for the whatever. Never really had a 6-pack showing. Fuck. Yeah. But I had veins, and when I was looking, I actually looked sick, but probably because I went from being big to small. No, back in the day.
No, I've seen pictures. You look good.
All right. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And even during that time, because I remember being at a party and when we were talking, there was another girl that said she lost a lot of weight. I'm like, what? You never look like you've ever been big, right? And she said, she's like, you too. Like, I can't believe the story you told me. And in my head, I'm like, I still look like that.
Yeah.
So it's wild how she's seeing me now. And I'm thinking, people from high school probably still see me as a big guy.
Yeah.
People in undergrad university, they probably still see me as, even when I got big, they didn't see me as fat. They saw me as burly.
Yeah.
And I think now going into med, being big again, I feel like you probably see me as fat. Even if I lose weight, it'll just be like, oh, he lost weight. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And I think that plays with the mind.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, people aren't really thinking that, but it's the thought I have in my head. It's the thing that you probably see too.
Yeah. No, I think there's always those I don't want to say traumatizing, but kind of those impactful moments in the past that affect you. Like for me, I've had people just making comments as kids and stuff. Like even in high school, bro. I'm not gonna say any names, but I have a very specific memory of, it was this person I was friends with at the time, this dude, and there's 2 girls, so that was kind of our friend group, and one of them was actually I'm not gonna give any more information, it'll give it away, but basically this guy was making comments about my man boobs and stuff around them, and I was like, dude, this is so embarrassing, and he's coming up trying to flick it, I think the
burger flip.
The girls are also kind of laughing as well, and they're like, oh no, Dilshan, come here, let me they're kind of trying to get in on it, and that was horrible, man. That was so embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing, man. If you can go back in time, what would you do in that spot now?
Look at that.
I would be like, get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah. No, I wish if I had this mind back then, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's whatever. This is high school. It doesn't matter. But back then, when I already had these issues with my body, and my good friend at the time around these girls who I'm fond of, they're close and stuff, just embarrassing me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
so I got mad at the guy. I didn't talk to him for a while.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck him. Because that person is belittling you so that they can impress.
Yeah, and there's more. There's
make themselves
there's more,
above.
There's more nuance here, but I'll tell you off air.
Dang, bro, come on, we'll put that on the Patreon at the least.
Yeah, all right, I'll put it on the Patreon.
Hey, yeah, that made me laugh for a second though. Something I was thinking about earlier about how people view us is Muna still 100% sees me like Jake Gyllenhaal. So you know what? That's another change of perspective. And when we were watching that movie,
some next perspective.
She was like, "Look, you look like him. Your mother even agrees. A mother never agrees." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
Yeah, that's. But I'm at the park the brakes there. That's. I'm sorry about that.
Yo, hey, I will never change her thought. You know what? That's how she sees me. That's how she sees me. But you see what I mean, man? It's wild. Yeah. And like, yeah, I think now though I do want to lose weight, and I need to lose weight. Not even so much I need to, out of health reasons, to be honest. Yeah, and mental health, man. I'll feel right. Med school's and out of my own mental health. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I look at myself and I'll be like, man, gotta lose weight, bro. Like, to me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't want that constantly being in my head. And then there's another thing too. When I have gained weight, I have physically or mentally become slower, I found, and more tired. Maybe that's age. I don't know, but I'm in the prime of my life, so I don't think it should be that.
Yeah. I feel like it's a slippery slope. I don't know how to balance this, but I feel like there's a difference between wanting to... I feel like it could be dangerous sometimes to lose weight for, like, mental health purposes in the sense of, like, being a negative motivator for you. Like, I'm going to... like, losing weight is going to make me happy, sort of thing. I feel like there could be a dangerous thing there where you can start to develop those body image issues. So I still struggle like trying to balance that, because on the other hand, like there's nothing wrong with like wanting, like, you know, objectively just like I'm not happy with how I look. Let me try to lose weight. But then there's also like the other side of it where you could go down a hill of like never being satisfied with how you are and just going into a very dangerous like
spot,
you know, eating habits and things
body
like that.
Straight up. Yeah,
developing body image issues.
Absolutely. And I realized I interrupted. My bad, man. Sorry. What was I gonna say? There was and that's a legitimate thing, and I think I always have that now, because like when you lose weight, it feels great when you get comments saying like, "Hey man, you lost weight," blah 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 blah. But when that always becomes a topic of conversation, you're gaining or you're losing weight, I actually hate that. I don't know if you get that. I get it all the time, and it's like, oh, man, just leave it alone. Like, okay, I gained weight, cool, right? All right, I lost weight, all right, cool. Like, I don't want to talk about it.
This is another, I think, route for many. I don't know if this is like something they do in Sudan, but like a lot of like brown culture, or at least in Sri Lanka, like when I go to family friend's house or like visit family and stuff, especially when I was younger, not so much now, they'll be like, the first thing, the greeting, like, "Oh, you gained weight," oh, and then they'll like go to my mom, "Oh, your son gained weight," oh, hi. Like, just say hello and fuck off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what you're... And then they'll pull you aside. "Oh, you know, you're not playing sports anymore, you're not exercising. Can you? I'm sorry, with all due respect, can you please fuck off?" It's like you don't know what type of like issues you're putting in people's heads, and like that shit messes with you. Like, I'm lucky that eventually I ended up with the right friends and with relationship and stuff to feel better about myself. But some people, like, it gets worse from there, and like, that shit's dangerous. It's so toxic. I hate it.
No, it's mad toxic, bro. There's people I haven't seen yet because I'm not shy. I guess I am. Like, I just don't want to go through the process of explaining myself, like, or even talking about or bringing it up. Like, yeah, I gained weight. You know, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like for example, I don't even want to go back to a trip back home to Sudan, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? I don't be like, I gained weight, man. That's gonna be the topic of conversation all the time. And you know what? I left them off looking fit. So, like, that's your image of me? Stick with that. You'll hear my voice over the phone. But, like, that's not healthy. That's not a good thing, you know? That destroys relationships.
It destroys relationships, and it gives you so many, like, mental issues, especially for, like, kids. Like, that shit sticks with you. And Yeah, I hate it so much, and
Yeah.
like
But
there's so many
I will tell
other
you-
things to talk about. There's so many other things to talk about. Like even like just looking at us now, like we're in med school, we have a podcast, we're doing this and that. Like there's so
Yeah.
many other things you could talk about. Why do you have to pick the physical attributes or something? Not even just weight, like
Yeah.
anything. Like who cares about like looks and
It's because it's easy. It's the first thing you see.
it's trash.
You don't have to. You know nothing more about the person other than weight. And once you see weight, you see attributes, right? Like you think, okay, person's overweight, probably lazy, probably this, probably that. You don't actually know what's happening, right? And I don't know to what level of truth there is in those kind of things, right? To some it is true, and to some it's not, right? Me, there is a level of truth. Like fact. I don't exercise as much as I used to. Well, what I do exercise is not something like it's not like I play as much sports as I used to, but I literally can't.
Yeah.
Or at least for some time I couldn't.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry. At least for some time I couldn't. And now that I've done the surgery, I'm hoping eventually I can get back to it. But whatever, we'll have to see about that, right?
Yeah.
And it comes down to diet, and that's a troubling part. But there's parts where I miss being as fit as I was. Which was, I could run for a while. I could run fast. I could jump very comfortably. You know what I mean? Walking up and down stairs was so much easier than it is now. It's not like I can't walk up and down stairs, but after the injury or after the surgery, man, this guy chill, right? But after the surgery, obviously, a whole different case, right?
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? So it's me wanting to get back to that comfortable state I once was in.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel the same. I feel like I'm definitely on a downward path of eating trash and not exercising. And I'll be honest, my motivation is kind of low to make the lifestyle changes for whatever reason, which I know I need to, but it's just not there. I haven't hit that turning point.
Yeah. But when you hit that turning point, hit it.
Yeah.
When you hit that turning point, right now you don't have it. Right now, do your thing, enjoy life.
Yeah.
Because you're great as you are. But if there's things that you feel for yourself, that's your own goals. It's not for other people. It's your own goal.
Exactly. Yeah. And I have nothing.
Even though other people can motivate.
Yeah, as long as it's positive motivation, I think it's good. Don't want to have that negative shit.
Yeah. But
definitely want to shout out Sahana for helping with my body image stuff. It helped so much.
Shout out Sahana, bro. And same with one on my end, it makes me, feel like a fridge, bro, as opposed to.
we got some good ladies in our corner.
No, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, that was nice, man. That was good to get off the chest.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, I know it can be done because I've done it before. I just have to do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's on me that I haven't been doing. It's on me that I've been eating. What's up?
There's a period where I couldn't hear what you're saying.
Oh, I was saying it's on me that this is me and my struggle. So if you got your own struggle, it's your own struggle, right? I can't. And I'm not saying specifically you, Dilly. I'm saying anybody. Everybody got their own struggle in anything, right? Yeah. I'm not speaking to that. I'm speaking to myself.
Yeah.
And it's on me because I have been lazy. It's on me because I have not been doing the shit that I know I should be doing. That's like me kicking myself for failing a test if I haven't studied for it. Obviously, right?
Yeah.
And it's on me to have to do it. So I get that and I appreciate that. So I just gotta kick down and do it. And I want to do it before clerkship as much as possible because I want to be,
get the routine.
We're going to be walking around. I want to have the routine down and set because that's going to be life from then on in.
Yeah.
So that's me and my struggle right now. But one day we'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But I can't think like that. Not hopefully. It will.
It will. I'm trying very hard not to. I'm very mindful of negative motivations, like I was saying earlier. Just because I feel like even if something negative motivates you to do something, I feel like it's setting up a bad like association in your head.
Yeah.
Like if you, let's say for like tests, for example, if you're like falling behind on tests, I'm so stupid, I need to study hard for the next one, like, and then even if that motivates you to study, I think it's a bad motivation to study, because now it's setting that cycle of like, I need to like feel stupid and like put myself down in order to be motivated, and I think that's just bad.
Exactly.
For mental health.
And I agree with you 100%. Exactly. That's not a good way. And so in my regard, I'm not trying to say it in a negative way. I'm saying if I don't do this, I know I'm going to be setting myself up for failure. Like, I have to watch that balance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like thinking in advance. Sowing the seeds for tomorrow kind of idea, as opposed to thinking, man, I'm so dumb for not doing it.
Yeah. And even if
that
you
makes sense?
fall off, if you fall off sometimes, like, it's okay. Just the journey's not like perfect linear. It's gonna be it's gonna be like this.
All
if
over
you're on
the place.
audio, you can't see what I did there, but I did a little crooked line up and down.
Hey. And I remember the time when I did lose a lot of weight. I wasn't thinking about losing weight at all. I was just living life, which was playing a lot of sports at the time.
Yeah.
A lot of sports. A lot of running. Yeah. And then to top that off, the pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of walking and fasting.
And you came back, you went to Boston, then you did some stoic.
Oh, I hit that sushi, bro. Nah, man. I think we're great, though. I think we're great.
That felt good to talk about.
It did, eh?
And
you know what? Well, the funny thing is, we said we were going to talk about it in the last episode, and I totally forgot about it, and we did it.
What you said? What?
On the last episode, we said we were going to talk about this, but we did. We did, but not planned.
The body image topic?
Not body image per se, but like weight.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Come on, Dilly, man. You bring down shoot. No.
That's what we do. I shoot the ship. We're all organic, all natural. All natural.
Natural. I'm definitely GMO, bro. I was thinking the other day. I'm like, if you were to domesticate a human for food, let's just say. I did watch a movie called Raw the other day too. I hated that movie. But about a cannibalism. But if I was to domesticate any people for food, I think I'd be a great candidate.
Yeah.
Chill personality, plenty of marbled meat, and I gain it really easily in terms of, I think, both muscle and fat. So like, it's gonna be a good, tasty AAA cut.
Yeah, but you're not grass fed though. I need that grass fed.
Oh, you want grass fed? Yo, fuck it. I'll go gorilla mode on you. I'll just eat grass and nothing but
grass fed AAA.
Oh, you can call me Angus
Wagyu beef.
No, Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Oh, I just realized. But yo, you know what's a wild story, by the way?
Sorry.
I love Maggie. I read a wild story on Reddit earlier today, actually.
All right.
You want to hear it?
Once I unfreeze, yeah. Oh, what?
Looking for the phone? Yo, what is going on with Shoot the Ship?
What is happening, bro?
Yeah, Shoot the Ship episode. Oh, yo, if you can make it dark like what you just had there, that was dope. But anyways,
it just popped back on. I don't know what happened.
This was a post surprisingly 4 hours ago by a person named American Cheese.
All right.
So he said a story there. He said there was a kid. And the topic of this is serious. What is, goddamn, the topic of the thing at the top. What is the creepiest or most unexplained thing that happened in your life that you still to this day can't explain? And this person put a post that there was a kid once in another class at his sixth grade, and this kid was a genius, and not a genius by like genius and like, oh yo, he's so smart, he doesn't study and still gets hundreds, right? Nah, it's genius like this kid was doing in grade 6 doing advanced calculus with a local college professor after school, and this kid was just smarter than everyone. So one day our computer system for the entire school goes down. and they were living in a poorer area at the time, so this was normal. And this actually occurred many times, so normally it would affect them because they barely used laptops and such, so they were using like desktops and whatever, I guess. I don't know, right? Okay. It didn't really affect them too much because they weren't using computers. But the one class that was affected was the computer class. So whoever's using computer class would get shut down, right? No more math circus. This kid was in the computer class. So 3 or so hours later, when I'm in class with him during social studies, 3 guys with FBI jackets on and our local chief escorted him out of the building. We were told nothing. The parents were told nothing. Never hit the news, and to this day we have no clue what he did. Except every single teacher I've ever asked about this says they were also told nothing. I haven't seen this kid since, and I can't find a trace of him going into any other school or ending up in trouble anywhere. He just fell off the face of this earth with his parents. And yeah, he also forgot to mention that the parents also disappeared and no one really looked for them after a month or so. And he finishes off saying, I still think about that kid. Wild.
Damn.
Was this kid an alien?
Yeah, like was he hacking, doing some hacking at school, and they like caught him like for a crime or something, or did they like just notice he had capabilities and he's working for the FBI now? Or
I think that's what's happening. I think they're raising a prodigy.
So like, did they notice him? Like how did they even like come to like pick?
They probably, you know, the school's probably like complaining about stuff that's going on. And they might have done a little bit of an investigation and found, you know, something really weird going on. It's kind of weird, and then, you know, brought to the local authorities, and some way or another, when they found out it's a 6th grader doing this, also learning advanced calculus, they probably thought, hey, this could be really useful for us in the future.
That's crazy.
All right? 6th
Would
grade,
you want to
man.
be that
This
kid?
kid's... No, I was having fun in 6th. See, I used to think about this all the time. Would you want to be the kid that skips a grade?
I still think I was supposed to skip 2nd grade, bro. I think I mentioned on the podcast in the past.
You were supposed to skip?
I think I should have.
Why is that?
So this is grade 1. We're in a 1-2 split, and there's this one girl who was, all of a sudden she just started doing the grade 2 spelling tests. I'm like, all right, hey, what's up? Like, I'm getting perfect on all the grade 1 spelling tests. I'm like, for other things in the class as well, like I am on par, if not, this is gonna sound cocky, but like I think I was smarter than this person. So I go to my teacher, like, hey, can I do the grade 2 tests? And she's like, oh no, sorry, it's only for so and so. I'm like, what the hell, man? I've been getting perfect. Like, let me do it, man. Because they're getting us to spell like road and shit. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. So I never.
So,
and then that girl skipped grade 2, went right to grade 3.
interesting, because
And she was doing all the grade 2. She did the grade 2 spelling test, and I think she started doing other stuff in grade 2 as well. Which is, like, I know I could, because back then in the summer, my parents would used to get us to do like workbooks of the grade ahead, sort of thing. So like I know I could do all this shit that they were doing in grade 2. I was like, put me in, coach. I could do it. Watch. But it didn't happen.
How'd you feel? You felt a little jealous, bro? Sound like a little jealousy there.
I felt jealous.
Shit, bro.
I was jealous because
Dang,
I
man.
was
Now
100%. I was so like I could have done it.
their parents probably came in and like pushed for the kid to, you know, to be bumped up or something. Maybe the kid was actually older than you, and you just didn't know.
I don't think so. They're 95 as well.
But there was something between grade 2 and 3, or at least between grade 3 and 4, called the CAT test. Did you have to do that?
No. We had the EQAO.
It was a test to see. There was EQAO, but there was also the CAT test, and I think the CAT test was to tell if you were gifted or not.
I don't remember that.
They said if you're a gifted kid. I think because my school had a gifted kid program. And then you do that, but there'd probably be a test to be able to skip a grade. I can't recall. I remember the cat. I remember I did well in it. But the gifted kid program
You're echoing.
looked pretty trash. Oh, yo, welcome back to Shoot the Ship. Yeah, but the gifted kid program
Yeah.
looked pretty trash, yo.
How so?
Bunch of kids playing Magic the Gathering and whatnot, and I wasn't down for it. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
So you could have actually skipped the grade there.
It wouldn't have been skipped. No, it wouldn't. It would just be like kind of enriched, but from early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm glad because later on I learned that in high school that definitely not.
No.
Because like I don't know, it starts feeling like a bunch of people fool themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like when you're having fun in a situation, you just keep. I think skipping a grade though would have sucked, man, because you always would have been younger and smaller than everybody. Especially when it came to sports, you'll be the guy who's smaller, so you're already hindered. Now you're hindered at sports, unless you had early puberty or something.
I think I was good at sports when I was younger, because I did a bunch of lessons after like basketball and shit. So like I was always like good at ball back then.
Yeah, but you'd be developmentally behind. Like each year in those years mattered. Like some kids just straight have muscles, and then other kids still doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
You know, like you can get a 6th grader who's played ball all their life, and face a grade 9 who's never played ball in their life. The grade 9 will still destroy them, just out of sheer physicality.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't know, man. Have you seen Like
But
Mike?
it is also like Mike. No, I never.
The movie with Bow Wow?
No. When he put on the Jordan shoes,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I was seeing the commercials. I was confusing Little Bow Wow and Little Romeo.
Nah, Romeo's discount, bro. Although Romeo can ball. Romeo can ball. But musically speaking, I think Bow Wow had the edge on him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What was I gonna say?
If that movie's proof that you could be a little kid and still beat professional NBA players.
Absolutely. Just gotta get the right shoes.
You gotta get some J's.
You gotta get some new Jordans. Hey, J's, exactly. I'm hoping for a Vince Carter, half man, half legend. Let's go.
Oh, Vince Carter.
And then play forever. What's it called? No, but you know what I mean. But you know what? With that logic too, someone who is born in January will be so far ahead of someone who's born in December of the same year. That probably has a real effect on them too. And I wonder.
I don't know. I've known people at both ends of the spectrum. Like even when I was younger, and they all look the same. It'll just be like the little kids, like, oh, I'm older than you, haha.
I'm gonna read into that, bro. I feel like there has to be some.
Hit me with
I feel like that January kid's getting shafted at the end. They're the one that getting. They're still all high. Look at your arm right here. Like they're in grade 9, like.
Logan is my hero. He is really nice.
What's the difference between a person in January and a person in December, bro? But speaking of grade school, you've been talking about skipping grades, right?
Yep.
But how about let's go back a couple grades and let's test. Are you smarter?
Yes.
And am I smarter than the 5th grade? Are you down for that?
Okay.
I know you talked about that idea before, so I was like, you know what? I'm so down for that.
I'm gonna get so much shit wrong right now.
Oh my god, it's gonna be absolutely wild. So there's a BuzzFeed quiz.
Okay.
BuzzFeed's a little whack. Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be terrible. Well, want to see what happens?
Lay it on me.
Oh god. Okay, quickly. If a car is traveling at 40 miles per hour,
Oh god.
how long will it take to go 190 miles?
They do it in your head?
That's not hard. Yeah, I think we have to do it in our head.
There's a
'Cause
40
back
miles
then you
an
weren't allowed
hour.
to talk.
40 miles an hour, and how far are they going?
And how long is the question? How long will it take to get to 190 miles? Yeah, sorry, how far is 190? My bad. I'm dumber than a grade 2 right now.
Let's say 4
Gotta take off 10.
4 hours, 45 minutes.
I think so too. No, wait. 4 hours. So if I went to get... Okay, if I multiply it by 5, that'd be 200. It's only off by 10. So yeah, 4 hours, 45. It wouldn't be... Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Take
that was
that
4th
grade
grade
5.
math.
Take that 5th grade. Oh,
That was-
4th grade. Yeah. Take that 4th grader.
Okay.
Right.
So how many nouns are used in the following sentence? The rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad. I think I have my answer.
Me too.
3.
Yep, 3. This is
Because the
rabbit cafeteria salad.
all right, this is whack. I'm done with this. I'm not. This quiz is whack, bro. All right.
Did we get it wrong?
No, we got it. Which one of these, Dilly, is a mammal? A seahorse, a sea lion, or a sea urchin?
Seahorse, sea lion, or sea urchin? Sea lion.
Okay. Which continent is the least populated?
Is that right?
Yeah, it's sea lion.
Yeah, you gotta tell me if I'm right, bro. Get nervous.
Yeah, bro,
out
I'm
here.
just gonna let you. Which continent, Dilly, is the least populated? I'm gonna take off the easy answer. Is it Asia, Australia, Europe, or Africa?
What was it again? So Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia.
Yeah.
So okay, so I have 2 eliminated. Is it Australia?
I think so. The answer here is Antarctica, but I have to switch that out. That's too easy.
Ugh.
Oh, God. Okay. In the initials of the federal agency known as NASA,
Oh God.
what does the first A stand for?
That's the one letter I can't think of right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, bro. I know it's
I think
Space
it's-
Agency at the end, but what's the first A?
I think it's North America.
North American Space Agency. Oh, yeah. That
Or
makes
is it?
sense.
I don't think it's Nautical Association, because that'd be. Oh no, it's not. It's aeronautics. No, aeronautics.
That's not a 5th grade question.
Yeah, it was 5th grade astronomy.
No. I didn't have astronomy.
Yo, you wanted to skip a grade, bro? You wanted to skip? Can't remember NASA?
Try to skip grade 2. That grade 5.
Whoa. What revolutionary leader wrote the influential Common Sense in 1776?
Yeah,
This is American history.
That's
Everyone knows
American
this.
shit. Yeah. We didn't have Canadian history really till like later. Like 5th grade, I don't think we were
Yeah.
doing history.
Okay, what ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu complex in Peru? From 4th grade history. And I remember learning this in third or 4th grade, actually.
I have it between 2.
Okay.
I can't. It's a 50-50.
Say the names.
Aztec and Mayan, but I don't know which one it would be.
I think it's the Incas. Isn't it?
Oh, there's Inca. Yeah, I forgot. But
Because the Mayans built the Mayan temples. The Aztecs built Aztec temples. Pyramids.
you're the history guy. So.
Alright, I'm going with Incas. Yeah, it was Incas.
Wait, what were the options? Was it multiple choice?
I'm not telling you options. I'm cheating.
Wait, you have the options, bro? No.
Hey, man, I'm the host. Alright. What species can live on both land and water? Arthropods, birds, amphibians, and fish.
Amphibians next.
This is a false question, though. Because birds can, fish can, and amphibians can. There's the lungfish that kind of live a little bit on land. There's birds like penguins that are pretty aquatic. There's some also really aquatic birds, actually. Other ones. And amphibians are both, too. That's trash.
Yeah, but I think it's like getting
and arthropods.
Categories.
There's arthropods that, like... Hold on.
It's probably getting at like which category overall is like characterized by this, because I think for this fish and like other stuff, it's like specific ones within the class can do it, but not all of them.
Yeah, this is some trash, yo. See, that's why those are the questions I fuck up on me when I start overthinking.
Yeah.
Even though
Call that lungfish.
So, by that logic, Dilly, I'm sorry, but you could not pass. You could not skip a grade. That is why. They saw into your future. They looked at you. They saw the personality that they see ahead, not the one that you see in your mind.
So let me get this straight. My grade 1 teacher looked ahead to 2021 when I would take this Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader quiz and noticed that I got some questions wrong and used that to justify not putting me from grade 1 to grade 3. Is that what you're telling me?
I know it's a little hard to conceptualize for someone that couldn't pass grade 5, but you're so frozen, it's ridiculous. But
at least I'm frozen kind of cute though.
But what was I gonna say?
What the hell?
Yeah, man.
What is going on with this, man?
Yeah, Shoot the Ship's going off today, bro.
It must be the Wi-Fi connection.
Might be. Yeah, might be. Shoot the Ship, we are hiring for people who can do technical work. The pay is will be discussed. Knowledge, books. That's how you get cars.
My Lamborghini here.
Knowledge. But yeah,
it's a good point to end it. I think now that I'm just smiling, ready to say goodbye to the audience.
Oh, I even had some of the Am I the Assholes. But you know what? We'll save that for the next episode then. Thank you for listening, everybody, to Shoot the Ship with your one co-host, Big Mo, and your other frozen co-host,
Dilly.
Yo, I'm still a visual podcast. You turned into a legit audio only.
No, this is me when I'm like, be right back, guys. Turn my camera off and it just shows my profile picture on Zoom. That's what this.
Before we end it, I do want to bring up a point, okay? This is the other thing. Why would you want to skip a grade of your childhood? Like, you're missing out on playing with Jackass on the wall, and, like, still missing out on, like, whatever. Like, you're still missing out on the days of, like, oh, you girls are icky. You're going to be that kid that's saying girls are icky when everyone around you is, like, trying to hook up. Like,
my videos is not turning back on, bro.
You're done. You're Dilshan Pierce from now on. We're gonna have to end it. But
What the hell, man? One sec. Actually, no, I can't even leave the call to set it back.
No, it's over. It's done. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in on Shoot the Ship. But next time we got some fire Am I the Assholes that we gotta share with you guys. One really funny one, and one that's gonna be really, really tough. Kind of like that kidney one we had last week.
Look at this low res, bro.
No, you're trash, bro. You're trash.
No, I'd rather have no picture than be on that low res FaceTime camera.
Yeah. Nah, man. At least put that low res just to say goodbye.
I feel like I'm doing the walk of shame right now, man. What is happening, dude?
But yeah, hey, if you like the episode and you like what you like, please hit us with a like. Please hit us with a subscribe. Hit us on the Patreon that we'll make up at some point in time, so we can fix Dilshan's camera.
Fix my camera.
Yeah, it looks like Dilshan lost all his makeup.
I lost all my makeup. I lost my nice lighting. Dude, look how grainy this shit is, man. Even my walls are just like, I see the graininess. Let's end this shit, man. Let's
living in the sand right now? You live in the Sahara, bro?
Thanks for listening. Hit us up. Shoot the Ship podcast at gmail.com. Comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So
Yeah.
I'll let you say
Check
the
out the
rest.
Insta. Check out the Insta. No. Check out the Insta. Check out the Insta. Check out the
At Shoot the
clips.
Ship.
The clips. Yo, if you liking what you like, let us know. If there's anything, hey, hit us up. We love hearing from you folks. It's always great. And we always appreciate the support. You know, you're the shippers. You're along with us. What, the shippers? You're our crewmate. Yo, welcome.
You're the
What's that?
crewmates and we're the imposters. And with that, we'll be off. So see you
I'm
next
trying to
time.
hold it
Hopefully
as long
with
as
better
possible
videos.
so that Dilly doesn't leave. All right.
Later.
Ciao, everybody. And next time, Dilly will be fixing his stuff. Hey, and by the way, happy birthdays, grandmas.
Happy birthdays, grandmas.